In the 30 years from 1990 to 2020, there were 1,411,000 medical malpractice lawsuits filed in the United States. That's according to the Department of Health and Human Services. When you think that the vast majority of those lawsuits included multiple defendants, hospitals, doctors, physician assistants, dentists, nurses, you start getting a picture of the size of the problem that we're dealing with here. Now, in videos 3 and 4 on this channel, I discuss medical malpractice law and the process of medical malpractice litigation. That is what goes on in a medical malpractice lawsuit. And you may recall, if you've watched those videos, that I divided the process into 3 sections: discovery, depositions, and disposition. What I'd like to talk to you about now for a few minutes is depositions. Now, what is a deposition? A deposition is the taking of formal, sworn testimony from a witness and recording it by a court reporter, but outside of the presence of a judge and jury. It's away from the courthouse. Now, the law allows the parties to get together and all of their lawyers and question witnesses without taking up courtroom time and judge time and jury time in these depositions. And what happens is that the lawyers coordinate a date and time for the witness to appear someplace, and many are now taken remotely via Zoom or Skype or one of the other remote platforms. But many are still taken in person. The witness will appear and a court reporter will be present. A lawyer for each of the parties in the lawsuit, each of the plaintiffs and defendants in the lawsuit, will be present. The witness will be put under oath, sworn to tell the truth, and then the lawyer noticing, that is, scheduling the deposition, will begin by asking the witness questions that relate to the lawsuit. Now, in preparation for a deposition, you'll meet with your lawyer once or more than once to discuss the mechanics of a deposition, what's going to happen, in general, what questions are asked, and appropriate ways to handle them. And then there'll also be a discussion of the specific issues in your case, the very important issues, the defense themes, the things that you must defend and that you need to defend to protect your case, and the things that you can acknowledge. Usually, preparation for a deposition, usually that's going to be a couple of meetings, an hour or 2 each. Now, if you're experienced, if sadly you've been through medical malpractice cases before, your preparation may be a little bit shorter. And then if the medicine is particularly complex or it's spread over a long distance, a long piece of time, it may take a lot longer to prepare you for your deposition. Your lawyer will also discuss with you what to wear to your deposition, and I discuss with my clients posture and how to sit and how to answer, and then how to answer the difficult questions that come up. So all of those things will be involved in the preparation for your deposition. Now, the order of taking depositions is not necessarily fixed, but it's become kind of traditional. Usually the plaintiff or plaintiffs will be deposed first, and then after that, the defendants. Once the parties, the plaintiffs and the defendants, have been deposed, then the next group of witnesses who are usually deposed are the expert witnesses, beginning with the expert witnesses for the plaintiff. So if the plaintiff has a medical expert or 2, I'll depose them after my client has been deposed and after I have taken the deposition of the plaintiff. Once the plaintiff's experts have been deposed, then the plaintiff's attorney will usually take the depositions of my expert witnesses. Now, the court reporter at the deposition will type up all of the questions and all of the answers and publish it in a transcript like this. And any of the parties can use that transcript, can read from it at the trial of the case, can read from it at other depositions. In many cases, the depositions are videotaped, and oftentimes excerpts of the videotaped deposition are run at trial. A deposition is sort of a dress rehearsal for what you'll be asked at trial. And in future videos, I'll discuss with you the subject matter that's usually covered. One nice thing is it's usually not like the oral boards. You're usually not going to be asked about extrapyramidal reactions to the phenothiazines. You're usually going to be asked about what you remember and what you know about your interaction with the patient. Preparation for the deposition is important. I or your attorney is going to need time with you and need you to focus in on that. I'll send my clients homework, records to review, other depositions to read, and some articles that I have found helpful to my clients over the years. And I'll ask them to study that before we even meet to prepare for the deposition. So help your lawyer help you by preparing properly for your deposition and putting the time in for it. Now, I hope this information has been helpful. We'll cover in greater detail in future videos the specifics of a deposition, what kinds of questions you'll be asking, how to answer those questions and how to deal with them, and some specific rules. The 3 basic rules for testimony is covered. So I hope this has been helpful. If it has, please return the favor and click like, follow, and subscribe. And good luck in your medical malpractice case.